Greetings all. Thought I'd just give you a quick look at where I am in Las Palmas in the marina. The guys have been really good, and it's all stern to mooring here, other than the transient area, which you can come alongside too, but you have to go in stern to, which I've never done before, so it was quite tricky, especially being in the centre cockpit. I'll spin you around, you can see the boats. You can see they're all stern in. There's Justine, it's the hydrovane, all fitted. So you have these lines coming from your boat, which are your lines. You back up to the pontoon, drop this round, take it back to your boat, and then you pick up a line here. Let me show you. This is a lazy line, and that's attached to a much heavier line that is anchored down at the front. So you just pull that all the way up and then hook it over your front, and then just juggle those to get yourself lined up. It's all actually quite straightforward. And one thing I have noticed is that I'm quite near the entrance, and there is a little bit of swell now and then. But what's very noticeable is that there's no yanking on the lines. There's no rocking backwards and forwards. There's no springers needed. You're just held in place. So although I was very nervous and apprehensive about it, it's actually worked out really well, and I'm quite impressed. Good night's sleep, no pinging backwards and forwards like you do. And I'll just spin you around and show you. So that's the main marina office, and that's also where border control comes. And this is a brand new pontoon they put in, mainly used for transient. So as you come into the marina, you hang around to the port, follow yourself round, you've got the rescue boat there, come in, and then you can moor up alongside in a more traditional way like those boats, and get yourself signed in, checked in, whatever you need to do. It's really nice. The toilet block is that brick building over there. Really good facilities. Swipe card to get in and out. Nice and secure. Looking out across the marina. It's a big marina, 1,500 berths. Unbelievable. And there are some beautifully big boats in here. I certainly wouldn't want to be trying to manoeuvre them. There's a 65-foot trimaran here, and I reckon it's nearly as wide as I am long. Unbelievable, unbelievable. You could play tennis on the court, on the deck, but I wouldn't fancy all that cleaning. I saw a guy earlier cleaning it, and he was still cleaning it when I came back 6 hours later with a jet wash. I wouldn't really fancy that. So that's where I am. I'll be leaving in a few weeks' time once I get all the jobs done, and making my way down to the south of the island. Okay, catch you later. Bye. Well, good morning folks. We are in Las Palmas Marina, Gran Canaria. I'm just going to go out for a little explore. I thought I'd try a new setup with the cameras, the GoPro facing forwards and my phone on a DJI gimbal looking at me. Here goes. Try and do this without dying on the roads. It's a warm day, blue skies, a little bit hazy. It's warm. When the sun comes out, it's really warm. Over on my right hand side is the marina. The marina holds about 1,500 boats, which is quite a lot. On my left is the main entrance to the harbour. It's a commercial harbour. There's a lot of big ships. Cargo ships, military ships, tankers, freighters, container ships. Yeah, I said tankers, didn't I? Yeah. Millionaires Row on the right here. All the 50-footers. They look well smart. Starting to fill up a lot now. The ARC Atlantic Rally, which is a very popular rally across the Atlantic. They meet up at Las Palmas, and the marina tends to kick all the local boats out of the marina or park them up somewhere out the way so the Arc Rally boats can all congregate. I'm being pushed to get out of the marina. At the moment I've got a bit of an issue, ongoing issue with fuel, and it's now been pinpointed down to one or more of my 4 injectors. It's not performing properly, giving me all kinds of symptoms, narrowed down after a bit of research to be injectors. So I pulled them out and they've now gone to a diesel injection specialist, a local guy, and he's going to be taking a look at them and see what he can do. Hopefully he'll be able to service them. I don't fancy paying for replacements because they're going to be pretty expensive. I've already been warned from the UK Beta Marine guy that you don't get many injectors for the pound. So we'll see if he's got some that are suitable, then he may have to put one of those in. I believe they're Bosch. If not, then he's going to have to get them from Spain. Also, they'll add to the cost and to the time, which I haven't really got. Negotiate the entrance here. Come down again. Come up to the top. There we go. There's a lovely walking promenade all the way along the edge, dual carriageway on the other side with various different places where you can get across. It's not very clear on the map, but when you get up there and have a look, it's a lot clearer. Gracias. Right, so this is the main promenade, and this is looking out over the marina. So as you can see, it's a big marina, very big. It's got big prices from the chandlers as well to go with it. They are not cheap. I'll scoot around here onto the cycle lane. These little electric stand-on scooters, everywhere I've been so far, the Azores, Madeira, and now here in Gran Canaria, they are really popular. Nice. Don't hang around either. On the right hand side you can hear the traffic, dual carriageway. We're just going to cycle along here for a bit. Well, good morning folks, it is 21st October, can't believe it. Been in Las Palmas for the last 2 weeks, getting some repairs done to the engine, having my wind vane installed, and also hard mounting the satellite dish. So all those jobs are all done. Also got another sail to be modified, and that will help me with downwind sailing, and I'll pole that out on the opposite side to the main genoa. More of that to come. Hopefully I'm going to try that today. Today's passage is quite a short one. It's 35 miles ish, and should take around about 6 hours, 6 to 7 hours. I had hoped to leave about 10. However, border control don't arrive at the marina office until 12 o'clock. So I've got to wait for them to turn up, then I can check out and head down to the south of the island. I've got a window of 10 to 14 days before I need to leave their waters, so that suits me fine, because I'll be leaving Gran Canaria for a bigger passage further south. So I'll just quickly spin you around and show you on the map where I'm going to be going. So at the moment I am here in Las Palmas, and I'm going to head out and come down the coast, down here, all the way around to the south, and tuck up into an anchorage round about Pasito there, Pasito Blanca. so that should be nice. There's some really nice beaches down on the south of the island, and it's supposedly fairly protected from the swell. The wind direction is coming from the northeast, so it's like that all the way, so it should be a nice off wind sail all the way down, so I'm looking forward to that. So there we are. Update later. Bye. Well, good afternoon. It's time to make my departure, so just got to walk down to the border force control, get myself checked out, take a quick walk down the pontoon. So back through the gate. I would also show you these beautiful cacti. Check out these bad boys. I mean, they are nearly 2 feet across. They are monsters. See a guy every morning coming around and giving them a spray. All the way up here. Lovely. And this one here. Very nice. Pretty cloudy, but by God, it's hot. The humidity has gone through the roof. You don't have to do anything, you start sweating. So this is the transient berth. You can come in alongside too for checking in. If I didn't realise, I messed around getting the dinghy out from the anchorage. There's Justin Gabriel just over there. Got the big rescue boat. And this is the main marina reception, where I've got to wait till 12. I've got about 10 minutes to wait. I'll just have a little walk up round. It's almost tropical. Got that to come yet. That's the equivalent to the RNLI rescue boat. The anchorage over there. That's where I came in, anchored up a couple of nights, then came into the marina to get the work done. This is very nice. Sunset Boulevard. See the yacht just departing now. Be me in about half an hour, I hope. I'm going to head out that way. Beautiful big boat out there. The leader, sailing for Jesus. Like I said before, it's a huge commercial harbour. There's all kinds of freight ships and drainage and other stuff. Water's nice and clear. That's the entrance. Over into the anchorage. Okay, let's go and do some checking out. Okay, so I've just checked out and I've just been given a roasting by border control, because despite me trying to get myself stamped back into Schengen after being stamped out in San Miguel, they told me I didn't need to. I was still within the Schengen area, and provided I remained in Schengen area, then I didn't need to worry. However, border force control here just give me a rollicking, because I've been here for 2 weeks as an illegal immigrant. There's a first. I was on a boat, but not a rubber one. So, lesson learned, insist, make sure that they do what you think you should be doing. Get stamped in, get stamped out. So I'm now officially stamped out, and I can have 10 to 14 days grace before I leave these waters. Oh, off we go. Here we go, so just dropped the lines and leaving Las Palmas. Been here 2 weeks, unbelievable. Nice and easy. Hopefully it's going to brighten up a bit. Work my way out through all these commercial ships. Get some sails up, get sailing. Catch you later. Greetings all. Quick update, making nice progress. I've got my little head sail out, hold out. I'm on the beam reach. I was going downwind, and I'll be going downwind again in a minute, so it's not worth pulling the pole in. But speed's good, 5.5 knots, 10 knots of breeze, and the new wind vane, which is now going to be called Zipster, after my horse, doing really well. Wind's definitely picking up. Supposed to get a bit of an acceleration zone effect as I head further south and west. And once I get around this headland over there, you can see the wind farm. And there'll be a wind farm there for a reason. And they're all turning. I don't know what speed wind farms need to turn, but they're turning. I'm going to carry on a bit further and then bear off the wind. Might get a chance to get the big generator up out on the other pole. See how that goes. I had them both out a bit earlier. It was working well, but not quite enough wind for it. And we had a wind shift. Dialed in Zipster. It's great. No noisy auto home. Here we go folks, quick update. So with a really good sail. Came around the southeast corner, it was pretty sporty. Plenty of gusts. The acceleration zone was yeah, lively. Enjoyed that. Pretty much had both the head sails out all the way round. And I've now come round to the south side and the wind's dropped completely. So I'm in the shadow of the island, as was expected. The anchorage bay is just up past that light tower. There's a few masts you can see from the marina. I'm going to scoot round and then tuck in. Over in the far distance, I believe, is a big cement works. But yeah, absolutely fantastic. Beautiful evening now. Sun's just starting to drop down as we're sailing into the sunset. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Had another first, saw my first flying fish. They're beautiful, they come flying out the water. They go about 20 metres, flapping their wings. They're a beautiful pectoral blue colour, quite spectacular. I try to catch them on the phone camera, but they're just too damn quick and they pop out of nowhere. By the time you've got your camera where they need to be, they're gone. But I shall endeavour to try and capture one. What a cracking sail. So here we are, just come round and approaching the anchorage. Got a cloud up on the hills. Anchorage Bay is just up ahead there. Looks to be quite a few boats in there. Sure we can find a spot. Been a cracking sail. And I got to see some flying fish, which I've never seen before. I'm trying to capture them on video. Wow, no chance. That was so fast. Looking forward to an anchor beer. Good morning all. From Pasito Blanca, just come ashore with a little piglet dinghy and get some supplies from the spa shop. Quite well stocked. Not huge things, but I think they'll be able to get enough supplies for my next passage. It's a bit of a long one, but yeah, all looks good. Need a quick whiz round. Beautifully warm. A lot of work being done on a lot of yachts. They'll be quite busy. They've got a cradle hoist, fuel station. There's only one restaurant here, and that's a sailing club, and it's there, but you have to walk all the way around. That's miles. Us shotties can't walk that far. So I might try and check that out. It's the only place you can get food, bought food, but we'll see. Got dinghy park. Not allowed to lock the dinghies up in case they want to move them, but they seem quite amenable. There we go. I think I might get the paddleboard out and do a bit of paddleboarding. Go for a swim as well. Water's nice and warm and so clear. Leaving the dinghy dock. View of the internal side of the marina. And to there, that's the entrance. Swimming beach there. Hello, where are we going? Go around this way. The swimming beach. So I'll take the paddleboard, I think, and go for a paddle in there and a swim. That's the anchorage. Well, that's it, folks. I hope you enjoyed that episode. Coming up next will be the preparation and the start of my next voyage, which will be quite a long one as I head further south. Don't forget, please hit the like button, share it, subscribe. Really does help me out. Take care. Bye-bye.